Hey guys, good night. Day 269. We're going to be summarizing the Surah of Hud. If you're following, you know that right at the beginning, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu told us the purpose of life, why we live on this planet, why we came here. And some commentators, translators, and some tafsir writers translate the purpose of life is a test, but I guess it's putting this way is not exactly true, because Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is not a college professor, so he doesn't have to test anybody to learn or what is the grade he's going to give it to that student or something like that. This is completely nonsense. But the purpose of life is Allah Jalla Jalaluhu created human being and gave a great potential to human being. That's why actually right at the beginning Allah Jalla Jalaluhu ordered all the angels, including Iblis, to respect human being he created, and of course Iblis didn't respect, and he said, I'm from fire, he's from clay, I'm better than him, and things like that. And you know the story if you're interested in. But here Allah Jalla Jalaluhu gave us a great potential to become the perfect human being, an example human being that will be the perfect one with everything he did, everything, all the actions he did. We are supposed to actually develop this potential that is given to us, to every human being, not only to you or to me or to that person. Everybody has this potential, and you're supposed to develop this potential and become a better and better and better person, and at the end, with the blessings of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, you earn the heaven, the paradise, and you will be awarded by paradise, and you will be there forever. But if you waste this potential given to you, you are garbage, and you will be put in fire and not destroyed, but again and again and again you will be feeling the wasting of this potential. The feeling of this punishment. You waste all these potentials given to you, and then at the end you are punished. You are judged by Allah Jalalu on that day and put in hellfire. There are two ways, nothing else. You waste, you are garbage. You develop this potential, you become a better person, better and better every day, and at the end, you are blessed with paradise. Of course, you will get into some troubles on the way. This is not a big deal. Nothing. You learn what is good by doing some mistakes on the way. This is completely normal. But if you are on that true path, you will end up in a paradise by developing better human being on every step, and by wasting and spending this capacity all the time and wasting this capacity, you end up in hell. So now we have this potentials. We have this engine, let's say. So the next question is, how are we going to use this potential? There comes the Quran. Guidebook is the Quran, the divine message of Allah Jalla. The user manual is Quran. So first, what was the purpose, and now how we can develop this purpose. And the guidebook is Quran. If you follow the divine message in Quran, you will be able to develop this capacity, and at the end you will end up being awarded by paradise. And in case if you're wondering, some case studies, so to speak, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is given us the past nations, what happened to them. Of course, the other thing, I guess, at this point we have to talk about briefly is the fact that despite the fact that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu sent many prophets, they try to convey the message of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to their people. Most of the people, most of the human being and genes will not believe in the truth, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, hereafter, and will end up in hell. That's given by Quran. So not majority of human beings will be in paradise, unfortunately. Most of the majority of the human being and genes will be in hellfire. This is given by Quran. Why? They don't use the guidebook. They don't use the user manual. They don't care. And if you are wondering about some case studies, Quran gives us the stories of past nations, Nuh alayhi salam, people of know, Hud, Salih, Lut, Shu'ayb. These are some of the prophets that uh, try to convey the message of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu to their people. But their people, sometimes they were mocking, sometimes they were too much arrogance. Sometimes they said, we have powers, we don't need anybody. Sometimes they have crazy pleasure. They are going after crazy pleasures. The famous 3P, power, pleasure, and prestige. They're going after these 3Ps. And wealth also. And instead of following the divine guidance, they prioritize arrogance, power, pleasure, and wealth. And they all destroyed. But the prophets and the believers with those prophets who demonstrated patience and reliance on Allah Jalla Jalaluhu were saved. Allah says that it's on me, it's my responsibility to save the true believers. So, what do we learn from all these lessons? What we learn is actually we are supposed to be steadfast on the straight path, actively uphold justice. This is extremely important. And place their ultimate trust entirely in Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, since everything, all the matters will return to Him. He is the ultimate judge on Judgment Day, so everything will be finished with Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. So, as a good mu'min, true believers, we are supposed to be steadfast on the straight path. Not go with the flow. And always actively uphold justice. Always say the truth. Always uphold the justice. This is very important. And only trust in Allah Jalla Jalaluhu and rely on Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, and that's it. Allah says that Allah's promise to us, I will save the true believers. That's it. So I guess overall from this surah we'll learn why. But what happened and what are we supposed to be doing and how and what are we supposed to be using. We'll learn all this from this single surah. Yeah, Quran is a great, it's a divine guidance, really. It's just, you don't even need anything else. This surah is just giving everything we need. So life we are here to develop. Quran is our guidebook. Past nations' stories are our warning, and steadfast worship and complete reliance on Allah is the only path to salvation, the only path to get into, be awarded by paradise. That's it. Nothing else.